Rightio, let's give this a crack. Take 2 for the morning. I have an excellent connection, but I can't see myself. That's interesting. There we go. We're up and running now. I think we got it. I turned everything off, and I turned everything back on again. Fixed Australian internet. Go figure. There's a certain program on the television set that worked that out many years ago. But anyway, how the fuck is all going? Barra in the world. Hi, brother. A few issues. Just a few. They're small issues, you know. An entire WAN network is down in Australia at the moment. I should have cleaned up. I got a Aussie. What's 14 Seek? Thank you very much, sir. I have live chat now. Sound and video good. Lights on this time. I should probably change the camera to that side. That is much more how I normally have it. So what's going on? What's happening in the YouTube world that I have been missing, or in the interwebs land? I have been busy filming and editing stupid little bee shots all morning. It's Sunday. It is Sunday. It's not Monday. What does the thing say? Aussie Internet for the win. Much better. That's good. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me again. Make sure if you like the like button before, smash the like button again, because I can promise you I need a new CPU. I'm going to shill everything this entire episode. Absolutely shame. I probably won't. What I probably should do is move all of those screens around so it appears at the very least I'm looking at you rather than looking at something else. There we go, that works. Saturday, 11 o'clock here in the evening. You asked about the next video. Be keen to see the cell test after 2 years. I really want to do that video, and I'm almost up to that stage. I want to test every cell in my battery bank, but that's a huge job. That is like freaking massive job. Filming, recording, I don't know how I'm going to do all that. So that's coming, but I've finished. I don't know if you can see very well. I'm going to order a new camera this week, I hope, so you can see better. I've got this sort of set up now so I can do charge and discharge regen tests with that. So once I get that finished, I will be in a better place to do a test of everything down there. Forgot to shave. No, this is a new look. I figured I'm going to shave every time my wife... No, that's actually, we can't put that on the internet. Probably going to shave once a year, put it that way. I got lots of little ponies. What the is going on with the ponies, boys? You asked the next video. Well, that's better. Even is it still 144p? 6 knots. The setup is looking nice. The setup feels nice. Thank you very much. It's like it enables me to be able to do more stuff faster. And Daniel from DIY Tech and Repairs, hey Rob, said to get some of this thing. And I'll tell you what, Daniel, you were right. Hopefully, Daniel, I got your affiliate link off the forum, but I bought another 2, so that should help me a lot with instead of having to have tripods and stuff lying around. Because I got tripod here, another little tripod here, and it's driving me nuts. So it will be very, very good to actually finish getting that set up. Go one with the wife tats. Minus 720, that's good. But I do have another toy, but I don't know whether I'm going to... Is this even a video? You guys can tell me if this is a video. Is this sort of thing something you want to watch me doing? Open a box. But this box is not all that heavy, but it is a, where is it? Softbox lighting kit. I've been going on a little bit of a splurge. I've got almost nothing left to actually splurge. Trying to set my workshop up better. And this is a lighting, one of those box lighting things. Except the problem is, look at that box. It's been crushed. It's been dropped on a corner. It's got a hole in it. It's all squished down. It's like, I'm sorry, but Australian postage, you're worse than Australian internet. So do you want to see an unboxing on this and me setting it up? Is that a video, or just set it up and do what everybody else does and don't make a big deal out of it? Oh, I might be able to get an affiliate click. That might work. There's some more shilling. Where we got, over the past 12 months, the price of lithium phosphate cells has fallen quite a bit, and even some good sources, few cells on Amazon. That being said, if someone was to set up off-grid system now, tripods aren't for tables for sure. Wayne, thank you very much. What are all these little 100s and stuff? That must be something new. And little ponies and is that Volkwell on YouTube ripoff? Is that Volkwell logo a YouTube ripoff? Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Do it live. Half unboxed already, absolutely. Big fan, have small 7-piece setup, learned more from your channel than any other person. Keep up the wishes from Mexico. Thank you very much, sir. New Mexico, USA. I think got to get that right, eh? So you reckon do it live? Is that'll even less interaction if I do that live, right? Oh, Battery Hookup just started a live video on Instagram. We can have a look at his butt. Their butts are on Instagram. Battery Hookup butts. What's happening? Where's some...
Gosh. Let's fire in a building full of batteries. Yeah, we're gonna follow. Everything was gonna decide to fire.
Holy crap.
I'm just I'm paranoid. I didn't think it was firefighting. Yeah. I've never dealt with something like this before. Please, you can't really put it out. Just let me know. And not to mention the name of the building next door has a tank.
Can anybody tell what anybody is saying?
Yeah, we're live right now. Just like ask him what we're working on. That were awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of cold now, right?
How many amps?
We can watch all this later. Playing with BYD batteries.
Is the amp meter okay?
That's unprofessional. We're not going to look at that. This must be the new way of getting people to do super chats. Thank you very much for the $2.20 seek. Daniel and Wayne. Logo on the box. Oh, okay. Maxwell. Well, possibly. I get what you mean now. What type of bolts do you use connecting your packs together? Stainless steel or just stand on? They're stainless steel. Yeah, they're stainless steel. Have you taken a look at the T12 soldering irons yet? I have. I haven't got one. Okay, you're back. Cool. I am back, Sean. Thank you very much for joining us. We need some comments. What's happening with the chat? Is there just nobody saying anything or what? We got 39 concurrent viewers. Anybody from somewhere new, smash that comment button and tell me where you're from. And do I unbox and set that up live now, or do I wait? I guess I could. This. What's this moo comment about? FLA. He's back from the future. Does it still say that it's Monday morning live feed? The butt video chased everyone away. I'm actually really keen to find out what's going on over there because they got new BYD batteries over there. No, I do not want that. Battery hookup. Battery hookup.inc.com. I can't see live on my computer. What's going on with that? That's pretty stupid. Battery hookup. Well, it's not even battery hookup's fault. It's Instagram. What do we got? He's back from the dead. Chopped everyone away. Commit of sell packs for the... Sean, I have cells and packs for sell on the forum. Now where's just down the road? Nowhere's news, just down the road. How are those fires going, Rowan? I thought you would have been working 24/7 lately. 11 p.m. right now. Hello from the US. Germany, what happened to your internet earlier? I have no idea. I turned everything off and I turned everything back on again and it came good. I probably should do that every time I do a live feed. Must be on dial-up. It was possibly true. Have you used Sonoff devices? Just ordered some of them. I have never used any Sonoff devices. I've seen Daniel do lots of it. Moo is what the cow says when he says hello. Okay, well played. I'm from Washington, D.C. area. Jim, thank you very much for joining us. Wayne, NBN dial-up edition. Raw, I have 50 plus Sonoff stuffs here. What do? You want to control everything from your bedroom. Click, everything's turned off. Hello from Poland. Thank you very much for joining us. Good 720p in Dakota, US. Thank you very much. Just finished a 14-hour night shift and you're sitting here. Go to bed, dude. I woke up this morning and it looked like it had been raining for hours. There was so much smoke around my house. It was like a scene out of a horror movie. Just, you sort of see the street lights across the road and they're all hazy and foggy. DIY Tech and Repairs running testimony, I guess. DMV area here. Where's DMV? I don't know where DMV is. Sorry, dude. Yep. Jason Kennedy, I want to use a Tesla battery for an RV. Is it possible to have an inverter on a stock battery and still use Gen 2 charging? I would say not on one. Unless you're doing an entire battery, and then you could probably set it up, I guess. I haven't really played with them very much charging. Link to that desk camera arm and thing that you bought. I will soon. I see you on the comment, David Pos. Doesn't he produce some good content? I started watching him quite a while ago, but didn't follow religiously until he did all the hot water stuff, and somebody else relinked him again, and it was like, holy sh! I learned so much from his channel. He's a good bloke. Super stickers are new versus super chat. Oh, super stickers, that's what it's called. Did you get any of the storm yesterday afternoon? I got none of the storm yesterday afternoon. Was that up north? The storms up north? Apparently we're going to get storms today. Would you recommend with integrated fuses? Jenny, Destroyer? Abso-bloody-lutely. I love them. And if you've seen any of my videos in the last few days, I have been playing with the new nickel strip a lot. I want to be able to recommend something and recommend it without any hesitation. Do I think it needs some improvements? Yes. Do I think it's a good product? Yes. Would I buy it again? I don't need to for a while because I bought 100 feet. There are some improvements that I would recommend. Oh, that's going to be hard to pull apart. But you know what? It's worth me pulling apart. I'm going to pull this apart. This is a video. It's done 32 amps. Okay, we'll turn that off. Unplug that. Missed eye charger. Rightio. So this is, oh, we've got to put it the right way around so you see the sexy side. That is really hot. Charging at 30 amps. So that is the new nickel strip, right? Nickel strip, bus bars. That's been charging at 30 amps for about 3 hours. And it did a 2 discharge tests last night, and that'll be on the next video. 2 discharge tests last night without, there is absolutely no heat in that at all. And I'm using heat as a, I guess you'd say, barometer for inefficiencies. So if I grab my little FLIR thermal camera, DIYpowerwalls.com/FLIR, will get you to eBay. We'll turn that over because we've got the capped on tape on that side. Yes, I want to allow the FLIR 1 camera. I'll just take a photo of this, and I just took it off too, so this is about as honest as it gets. And I'll put those plugs there too, because those plugs are friggin' hot. There we go. It's very hard to see, but the battery is this way, and then these are the cables and stuff on this side. So there's absolutely no heat at all once I added the bus bars. If I was going to make one comment in it as like a design improvement, but it would also have its disadvantages, is there needs to be little holes of some description in the nickel strip so it can actually be zip tied or fastened to the battery. That's got to be really super critical to actually pull that up. But if we had some way, and they don't need to be much, but I know it'd have the drawback of reducing current, especially if you weren't using this type of bus bar. But it would allow to hold the bus bar to the actual pack and then make it just a little bit more mechanically sound, so to speak. Does that make sense? That's the only criticism I have. And it doesn't work for everybody, and it doesn't work across the board. I did consider, just get that charging again. There we go. I did consider double-sided sticky taping it down, but it wasn't so bad after I actually got the bus bars on there. So the Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, okay. DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So would I recommend them? Absolutely, yes, without a problem. And if you want to save 10%, Powerwall's below. Or you can support Mike and use batteries. Would you recommend the new battery fuse? Okay, done that. Gold Coast, love the feed, brother. 6 knots, welcome. They are cheaper than doing the regular way. Are they cheaper? I haven't really done a cost analysis. Cheaper for me, you've got to sort of take into account how long it takes to do something. And if I put my little holdery thing back onto my K-Weld, I think because I could actually hold them and not burn my fingers off, I think I got I got 54 spot welds, so 108 spot welds, so 2 on each cell. 108 spot welds done before I couldn't hold the electrodes. They just got too hot. And I found if I put a little tiny fan near me, just blowing a little bit of air over, I could do both sides of the battery. And I did this as a test. I was gonna use this as a video, but I decided not to. I've done that one as well, and it took 6 minutes to do that entire side. Now that's cutting one row of nickel strip off because I bought 5p, not 4p. Using some rubber bands to hold it on, and then doing the spot welding. 6 minutes. And you know, it takes me about half an hour per side to just do the soldering, not the cleanup afterwards or anything else. So there's a huge time saving. Another disadvantage, there is one more disadvantage. Somebody, and I pinned it on the Facebook group, have a look in the link below, there is the FLIR camera. There's a really good article on how to use a FLIR camera better. And although I knew everything in there, it was put in a really, really good way. So I was very impressed with that. So I pinned that on the Facebook group. But that leads me to, I use my FLIR camera at least once a fortnight going over my battery. And doing it this way, it's going to make it a little bit harder to actually use the FLIR camera to find problems. You know, do you cover it with Kapton tape? Yeah, but Kapton tape is pretty expensive, right? Do you spray paint it black? You know, maybe protect that copper a little bit? Do you do nothing? I don't know. So there you go. That's another drawback, and that's honest. But the benefits outweigh the. I don't even know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Advantages. That's the word. Disadvantages. You know what I mean? Wayne, yeah, Ripper one up here didn't last long, but some rain and plenty of thunder and lightning. The suburb lost power. Not me though. Excellent. Lucky you got your pip fixed. With used cells, I wonder if they'll below safety if there's a problem. Well, you've got to have a problem first. Starlink Internet is coming, yes, but when in Australia? That'll be a long way off. I reckon it's going to be 5 years off before it gets to Australia, and then it's probably going to be too expensive anyway. Has anybody used poly switches instead of fuses on their packs? They reset after the current stops flowing. Dave's Tech, we looked at Pico fuses. I believe that's what you're talking about. We looked at them a few years ago, and I don't think they're the option that we need. They are, well, you don't want a fuse that blows and then resets. You want to, if a fuse is going, you want it to go and then have to manually go and check it. So I wouldn't even think that was an option. Still confused about the way they glow though. I have to agree with that, but I know very well that if I grab one of these batteries out and short circuit it, it does exactly the same thing. It just sits there and glows and doesn't blow fuses. And if it blows fuses, it blows 1 or 2 or 3 fuses. And I would say that fuse wire has been bent or kinked or something and has a higher point of resistance at that point in that little piece of fuse wire. But yeah, these packs do the same. I plan on doing a video on that, but I can't really, if I should be honest, I can't find a battery that I want to short circuit that's in use because they're all good batteries. So that video is coming. I'm going to work out a way of doing that, even if I've got to waste 80 cells, because obviously I can't use those 80 cells after I just dead short them. That's just crazy. Unless that's another video idea. I could dead short the battery a few times and then run it through some cycle tests. Do a capacity test with the iCharger X6 first, and then short circuit it a couple of times, like heavy short circuits, minutes at a time. Maybe that might be an interesting video. It definitely looks way cleaner. It does look way cleaner, that's for sure. Hello, Mash Black. Hi Peter, where do you get the K-Weld from? If you go to www.diypowerwalls.com/Kweld, it will give you a heap of information, where to buy it, all the other stuff you need. There's also there's one other option there, the Sunco 709 AD spot welder, as well as links and prices and stuff like that. So on secondlifestorage.com/Kweld will get you there. A glass of water and a dip in the electrodes after 2 or 3 welds and they would stay cool. Yeah, that's not a horrible idea, and the copper does cool really, really quickly. But water and electricity, I wouldn't want it dripping down on the battery or anything. I found the Suncase 309 AD I could do for about 100 spot welds before the handle was too hot to hold. Yes, they were very quick to do an 80p pack. Really like the cell level fusing. Australian Internet, cheap, reliable, fast, choose none. That's fucking gold, love it. If I short a battery pack with my 30, they don't blow, they pretty much instantly burn up. But you've got a 300p pack, not a 60p pack. Send me some of your fuse wire, or send me a link, Mike, with your fuse wire, and I'll buy some and solder one up. Yes, the thermal mass is definitely a concern. And I did notice that too when I was doing short circuit tests and stuff like that. The heat spread out over that nickel strip and did dissipate. But if you still had a catastrophic failure, it would still... if you only had one cell fail and went reverse polarity or something, that cell, I'm absolutely confident, if you had 80 other cells dumping energy into that one cell, that would just burn up in a microsecond. Well, we can test that, can't we? How hard is that to test? If we got one cell and some nickel strip, how hard is that to test? I really shouldn't be, no, I'm not going to do that on a live stream because that is just a recipe for disaster. I think that might go south pretty quickly if I do that on camera. If you still got those 17650, you can make a dummy pack with that. That is actually a good idea. I do have those 17650s. I have a box of them. I guess I could just double shrink wrap them and then build a pack out of that. That'd work. I'm also going to try and build a pack. I'm going to try and build an ammo box type pack out of this nickel strip as well and see how that holds up. But of course that is subject to me actually having time to complete that task. So I've caught up with the chat. So do we open this box or not? How do we have 60 people in here and 18 likes? Come on, people. Smash that like or dislike button. I don't care. Just get after it. I have to ask for likes because it really does help. Use 100mm wide green gasket, $3 per 1 meter to cover the nickel. Green gasket. What's that, dude? I'll have to have a look. There has to be something that I can do to actually cover it up. And in fact, it could be argued that they should be covered anyway. Figured since they were waste cells, you wouldn't... that's almost true, but I was going to send them down to Jaron so he could do testing and stuff. Not so much with the cells, but use them to cycle the Batrium stuff when it's doing tests and the beta is it beta stuff? Beta stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I like that idea. I've got them sitting right here actually. Does somebody want to come over and process them all down for me? There's actually quite a few here. Oh, box. There's probably maybe 50 or 60 packs, which is really bad because that's what I'm short to build my next battery. My big battery that I want to build is completely on the back burner until I find another, I think 400 more NCR rating 650 greys that are sort of similar to the current ones I've got in quality. We've got the second life storage, thank you. Forgot since you waste cells. Me smashes the obsidian button. Abstain button. I thought you said obsidian. 6 knots. What do you think of those solar air conditioners? I looked at those solar air conditioners back in the day. You know, but their reliability. I actually talked to one of my friends, imported a shipping container of them. This was after I'd finished, like after I went through the process of looking at them and wondering whether they were a good thing or not. Only to see that half a shipping container had been returned under warranty. He offered me a few for free, and it was like, nah. Yeah, it was a good idea, but they all seemed like they failed the same way. I don't know if it was the make, the model, the brand, or the price he paid for them, but they weren't really, you know, quality ones. It's like $1,500 for an 800 watt version. You hooked up 1,000 watt of panels to it. So back in the day, that was like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago or something. So you paid $1,500 for the air conditioner. You paid another maybe $800 to have it installed or whatever. And then you had to buy the solar panels as well. It was like a $4,000 or $5,000 install by the time you were done. And you may as well just get, like, for $1,000 you can get one of those cheap reverse cycles installed, and it'll last a couple of years. So, solar air conditioners. Looking for a DC breaker for my DI 60 amps. Any suggestions? Look it up on eBay. They're pretty cheap used. The plastic holders on your batteries, they are one piece, or do you have to hook them together? No, these are all there's 4x6, 4x5, and if you go to 18650shrink.com, and that's Keith's store, he has a 110% rating on everything for speed, service, quality of product, delivery times, everything. So they're the 4x5. I do have other cell holders, and the cell holders are for the 21700 cells, and they're either doubles or triples, and they're terrible. And I used to use the singles. Never use singles. Friends don't let friends do singles. Slap the like button, like Davey405 say. The breaker is 600 volts. Up to that, do you know the starting volt? Starting volt is anything, isn't it? If you're bored Friday, I can pop by and destroy some of them for you. I mean process. Maybe you could be the film crew, but Fridays. I'd have to see what I'm doing. This week was actually a really slow week. Actually, this week was my slowest week in like 3 months, work-wise. Hence, I got a couple of videos finished and put out there. It might have been a week and a half or 2 weeks. It's been slow, but I got a few videos done. I've got this next video almost done. I might release it later on today, but I've got to go and I've got to charge that one back up to I don't even know what my Batrium's doing. Do we do the obligatory Batrium shot where we Pete shows his battery charge status? I think we should, right? It almost needs to be done. That screen. Okay. Left screen, hide. There we go. Just got to do some shuffling around. I'm not as set up as I used to be after I changed my computers, and now I'm actually thinking about changing my computers again. It's not looking good. So I've discharged my batteries 3.9 kilowatt hours because we're running an air conditioner. Actually, no, the air conditioner's not on now. I got the one air conditioner running for about 2 days, but the batteries are getting smashed. And if you can see there, I've got my doors open to my shed because I was down in my shed this morning with the GoPro trying to take some photographs of my battery shed for the next video. That's a video. We want photographs, Pete. I'm mucking around with the new GoPro. I also tested the alarm up here, but I tested it at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my wife kind of woke up. So I was just trying to take some photos, seeing what it looked like, seeing the field of view in there. And I've left the doors open, so you can see the sun's hitting those cells there. And this one here has got a heap of air blowing across it from the, what do you call it? Air blowing across from the inverters and stuff. So there you go. There's the obligatory Batrium shot for the morning. It's almost required. I think that's the point I get about, rightio. I've completely lost the chat. I should stop messing with shit. Rightio, I'm back again. Found ya. 600 volt is the maximum voltage you can use. Unless you're in Australia, that's 120 for DIY. Any voltage under that is fine. Okay, thanks. Huge hello, guys. Thank you very much for tuning us in, Sir. I shouldn't pronounce names. I really shouldn't. But welcome. I'm working on not being single. Mason, how's that going? Take a seat on the couch and let us know how that's going. I've been working on not being single for about 1.5 years now, and I'm just about over trying. J-Rock, sure. What's the charger you use for the batteries? So I use that one there. The solar charge controllers is a PCM60X here and down in the battery shed. I just showed you in that last picture. You would have seen it there somewhere. And then I've got obviously my 2 pips. One of those pips for now has 1.5 kilowatt panels on it. And I have another 3 kilowatt panels to put on the second one when I get around to that. But what I was going to ask one day was, does anybody know if I get on this shed roof, I've got north, I've got south facing roof that does get quite a bit of sun, but not direct sun. I was going to put another 3 kilowatt panels on the south facing roof, and then a 3 kilowatt on the north facing roof. Now I've got, and that's only at 110 volts. That'll push about 100 amps. No, maybe about 80 amps through those cables, 6 millimeter square, dual shielded solar cable, 50 meters long. Can I simply, is it parallel is the right word? 2 of those PCM60Xs up. So I got 2 solar wires coming in, negative and positive. Can I just put some Y branch connectors or something that'll handle the current, obviously, and just run it into 2 charge controllers? Or does that create a whole heap of problem where the MPPT keeps shuffling backwards and forwards? Because I was thinking about putting a heap of solar on there and then using the 1 cable that I've got, but the 2 charge controllers down there. I genuinely don't know how that works. Daniel would probably know, I should imagine. What's the charge you use for batteries? Set your Facebook message as an isolator photo of the nickel. Awesome, thank you very much, Mark. I shall have a look later. AC, what I would give for some hot weather. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. It's really uncomfortable with all the smoke and the fires and loss of property and life and cattle and stuff and like livestock and nature, I guess you'd say. What do you call that? Anyway, it's pretty shit around here lately. Yeah, it's PC. Yep, there we go. I've answered that one. Tomorrow it'll warm up 40 Fahrenheit here. That doesn't sound too warm think that's what, 10 degrees from memory. See? Just tell the wife you were testing the alarm itself. You were testing, she will wake up to an emergency event. Yeah. Emergency event, the brick coming towards my head and impacting it in slow motion. And then taking an hour to ring the ambulance. More like 20F here in Canada. 0 supported to be 6+C on Sunday and Monday. Well, what are you going to do with yourself? You have to go outside and play in shorts and thongs. How did you know I'm on the couch? It was a guess. I met a girl at work but hardly see her, so it's work in progress. Curious on how many cells you currently have in use. Okay, so let's clarify that. Medical pirate. My eyes are going. That is so small. So in use, I have 4,480. And that is in my Powerwall down there, photos I showed before. And then I have 1,120 here. But you wouldn't, unless someone comes around on Friday and brings me an inverter, I can't use that one really. That is for testing. This one here has got a, what do you call it, a self-discharging cell. So it's sort of to test Batrium products, better software. It allows me to be able to plug stuff in. I do have 12 volt. I have 12 volt, I have 24 volt, I have 48 volt there. I can just tap off wherever I want. I've got the charger and 1 kilowatt of panels on that one. So that one doesn't get used a lot, but it sort of does get used, if that makes any sense. And then I've got another 10 kilowatt hours out at the farm at my mate's place. And then probably at least another 40 kilowatt hours sitting on the floor I haven't used yet. So, you know, maybe another 3,000 or 4,000 cells laying around. I don't actually keep a lot of my cells here anymore. I've got a storage shed that I only need a little bit of a storage shed, but I've taken a lot of stuff out of here and stored it in other places, or in one other place. No, you can't. They must be on their own set of wires. Okay, well that's Bobby. Thank you very much for answering that question very decisively. However, these PCM6, the PCM60Xs do have a parallel like setting in them. I've seen that. So I haven't looked recently, but I just remembered that they do have something in there. I'll have to reach out to Peggy, or read the manual. Reading manuals is not my thing. I got this GoPro and I'm still trying to work out how to use it. And I've decided that I have to start reading the manual. And that's still turned on. I should turn it off. This thing has some bloody good footage quality, I tell you. Rightio, 62 in the room. Who hasn't smashed that like button? Come on, give me some love and tell me where you're from. And tell me your projects that you're on. I tried that with 2 charge controllers, one cable. They fight one another to control MPPT. That's how I thought it would happen off-grid wannabe. You can isolate the panels with diodes. I don't want to isolate the panels. I want to have all the panels up here, like say 6 kilowatt of panels, and just 2 charge controllers, and only 1 wire. I could probably pull another cable through, but that would be one hell of a job, considering it's 60 centimeters under the ground in 32 millimeter conduit. If I got that cable through, I'd be pretty impressed, I reckon. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 bends, 11 90-degree bends in that cable, in the conduit that goes from the shed all the way down to the battery shed. My workshop down to the battery shed. Can you recommend a BMS for 14S that isn't Batrium? No, I can't. I've only used 2 BMSs, right? The Batrium, after I said I never need a BMS because I listened to Jehu for far too long, and I believed everything I read on the internet because, you know, But other than that, I've only used these little Chinese ones. These things, and oh, and I just dropped a whole heap of HDMI ports. That was probably not the brightest thing I've done. PlayStation HDMI ports. Would you watch videos if I did videos like that on repairing PlayStations and shit? So I've got that. That is for the bike battery. I still haven't finished yet. I don't have time to do it because I'm doing other shit. And something like that. These two still work. I don't know if that one does after I just dropped it. And then I think I've got a couple more for LifePost cells and stuff I bought incorrectly. I've never used anything else, so it would be mad for me to recommend anything else. What I can say is that Batrium represented less than 10%, well, probably 10 or 15% of my total cost of my Powerwall. For that level of safety, confidence, it's that is a remarkable price point. You can't compare this stuff with anything from Rec BMS, Batrium, or any of the other big players that have years and years and years worth of research and development from several people. Where we go, you can leave the cables with dish soap, make them easy to pull. That'd be a lot of dish soap. DIY BMS or tiny BMS. You recommend. I got the hint about the inverter. Did you? That was pretty neat, wasn't it? I just slipped it in there. Nice, and it's just. I used some of that dish soap. Hello from Portugal. Joe's welcome. Project only bike repairs upgrade. My electronics deck is overflowing with stuff I intend to get to, but really need to. Wait, that's too many bends. Never mind. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard. I think the only way I'd actually get it down there would be to dig it up, which I am not going to do because I promise you it took a long time to dig that bloody trench by hand. Or two, if I filled the pipe up with water or soapy water, like you said, and filled the entire pipe up so it wet the cable that's in there, and then soldered or secured a cable, like a pull cable, and then drew the one cable out, pulling two cables through or three cables through or something. Actually, there's a Cat5 cable going through there as well. So that'd add to the difficulty. Maybe I could use the Cat5 as a pull. No, you wouldn't use the Cat5 as a pull cable. It wouldn't be strong enough. Anyways, moving on. Overcode, Joey, don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, buddy. I'm already done testing my Ford EV packs, and then I can start arranging them into 7S packs. Put them into server racks. Got to finish up my wiring and fusing plans. That sounds like an interesting project. Ford EV. I'll have to Google that. Bobby's Homestead. This is Yankee 4. Been with you a long time. Yankee 4, welcome. You changed your name. That's really confusing. I run 4 MPP charge controllers all the time. They need their own set of positive wires. Yeah, I did assume that. But I thought I'd put it out there anyway, because, you know, that thing in the back of your head says maybe it might work, and then you connect it up and everything blows up. Just whatever you do, don't use $5 Chinese AliExpress. Just stick with a brand name. Absolutely. I don't know how MPPT charge controllers work. Yeah, they need exclusive use of panels, and it's really software controlled variable load. Yeah, I think I might have to do something. I do have enough space on the house to put another probably about 6 kilowatt of panels, I reckon. But I'm getting another. I've got a 15 kilowatt hours of panels I'm picking up, I think, next Saturday. So I don't even know what they are. Someone rang me up and said, you can have all of these panels for $30 each. And I said, I'll come down and have a look at them when off the roof. Once they're off the roof, if they're 250 watt panels or above, I'll grab them. And if they're not, I'll probably grab them anyway if I can get, you know, $1 more than I pay for them, plus fuel, and try and sell them on. But I'll let you know if that happens. If anybody in Brisbane wants some panels, I might have some cheap. I'm going to try and get him down on the price a little bit. Hi there, hi there, which hybrid inverter would you use and recommend for a 10K 3-phase at the moment? Hello from Sweden, by the way. Sweden's a different place to Australia. I've never used the 3-phase, but I guess, what are they called? I can't even remember what they're called. I probably wouldn't go the MPPT one, the MPP one, MPP Solar. I think Daniel had some problems with his. It blew up and he had to get a new board. But that's a 10 kilowatt unit and it's been running for a few years. But I guess you got to spend some money. If you've got 3-phase, you need the power. So, I don't know, do some research in your local area. But I wish I had more to do with 3-phase, but I haven't done anything with 3-phase. I've never even seen a 3-phase inverter. I'm sorry. Dave's text, I'm sorting cells and getting ready to plunge in a Powerwall setup. I am building my own BMS for it with some redundancies built in. Awesome, Dave's tech. RIP cat cable. Yeah, it would die if you mean RIP. Absolutely. Sounds like Pete needs to add some pits to the underground pipe run. Pete does. I don't like digging holes. It's bad enough I've got to replace the fence behind my workshop. I've got to do that sometime soon, and that's going to require manual labour. Look, it'll rub all the Dove soap off my hands. They're so soft and beautiful. Vacuum a string through the pipe. That's an interesting way of doing it, but I'd need something that sucks really hard. A Ford EV packs came out of Fusion Energy and C-Max Energy cars. You can tear them down into individual cells. Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. He's back. No lag this time. Nope, I've got it sorted. I turned it off and then turned it on again. Add a pull box between those 90s. Yeah, I'd never, like I put the cable in years ago and I never thought for a second that I'd need more power through it. To be honest, I've got 3 kilowatts up there, but I max out at like, I think 37 amps is the most amount of power I've seen down the other end out of 3 kilowatt of panels. The theory is that should be closer to 55 amps, and I think that's just losses and or the quality of the panels. So I've got some headroom there. I could probably put an extra 2 kilowatt of panels on there, maybe even 3 kilowatt of panels on the other side of the roof, and not exceed the limitations of one PCM60X. And to be fair, that PCM60X has been going a long time. It is now, I think, going on 4 years old. So apart from having to torque the screws down every now and again, it's a good bloody charge controller. It's still cracking on. I need to start a build thread on the forum. Yes, I've started spending a lot more time on the forum and spending and sharing a lot more stuff on the forum, and I will continue to do so. I had a look at the statistics the other day. Well, actually Mike did and he sent them to me. And 75% of traffic comes from Google searches. And we're still cranking over, what is it? I think we do over 500,000 page views a month, with average of about 5 page views per visit, or per visit. So I've got to try and get that up a little bit, and I'm not sure how to do that. So I recommend use the forum. And I do earn some money from the forum. It's about $4 a day I think I get from ad revenue, so that really does help as well. I think $4 a day is the high end. I need to start build thread on the forum, put a pull box between all those 90s. We got a mad smiley face and thumbs up from MadTech. With PIP inverters, you can shut the inverter part off and use it as an MPP charge only, or is it only on-off for the unit as a whole? It's only on-off for the unit as a whole, but you can just turn the 240 volt off. You can turn the incoming power off, and it turns it into an off-grid inverter. And then you can, in the software, you can just put it into grid mode. Actually, would that work? I'm not sure. I'm fairly sure if you turn the switch off, it turns the 240. I'll go and have a check for you, Mike. I will let you know later how that works. I'm sure wifey will like me turning it all off. Learned in construction, always add spares. Well, I thought I added a spare by putting a network cable down there I never thought I'd use. And then a week later I started to use it. So that was kind of thought ahead, right? Landscapers will always hit your pipes. If you vacuum a string through the pipe, attach a bit of a plastic bag to the string. That way it'll help a lot. That's very clever. It sounds like you've done that before. If you're in grid mode, the inverter is bypassed and the MPP still charge the batteries. I don't believe the MPP still runs when you turn off the whole pip off though. That's what I think, but I will check it later if I get a chance. I'm thinking about documenting my Powerwall journey on YouTube. Do you think that YouTube is now saturated with people talking about homebrew Powerwalls, or is it worth putting up the time? Darren, to be honest, YouTube is very watered down. But if you combine that with a forum post and a build post, where you could constantly refer every person back to a single source with all your videos with relevance, you can update like particular threads and keep adding it like a playlist almost on the forum. I would probably go that way. And then you can also share the forum very easily on Facebook and stuff like that as well, because I found personally that Facebook and YouTube hate each other. And if I post a link on Facebook from YouTube, I get very few views from Facebook to my videos, even though I've got 50,000 subscribers. But if I post it on the forum or on Patreon, I have better results. I don't know if that's for everybody or not, or the fact that I post so much stuff trying to keep the community rolling and keep interaction high, that I'm limited. I'm not sure, but that's how I think it works anyway. But start one on the forum anyway, because it's good to see the community forum and grow. And you've also got where you can actually add how many cells you've got and how many cells were saved from landfill and all that sort of stuff. It actually puts your cell count in your profile as well. If you can increase the voltage, e.g. more solar panels in series, then you don't need more cables, but that means a new charge controller. Yes. Cable dynamic current limits, not voltage. Yes, voltage. So if I go higher in voltage, it reduces the amps, but I'm limited by the input of the amps under the pips and the voltage going in the pips. I can only do 104, no, into the PCM60Xs, or both. I think it's 145 volts is the max I can do, but there's a 120 volt limit in Australia, so I've got to keep it on 120 volt. I was thinking of buying one and only turning on the inverter when needed additional power, don't have the idle consumption, then use it as the fourth MPPT as well. I don't think it'll work like that, Mike. Unless you used it for small loads. No, even then it's still a lot more inefficient than your big inverter. Why is my thing jumping around? Use network cable to pull the power cables through. Hi from Latvia. Okay, thanks. That's lame. Here you go, 3 phases. I don't even know what that is, Zoc. I can post links here. No, you can't post links here. Sorry, buddy. Well, I just tried MPD. It still charges when the inverter's turned off. Oh, there you go. I wonder what it uses, like energy-wise, to actually do that. YouTube has bouts of activity. People post videos for a year, finish their project and stop uploading. I find also with YouTube, it's harder to be found, whereas the forum, obviously getting 75% of the hits from Google. A lot of these projects are getting hit from the forum. So I get lots of views on my personal page on the forum through YouTube. So maybe that's also a good reason to actually put it on the forum as well as YouTube, just for the extra Google. I'm tripping over my words. I'm getting tired. Yeah, the extra views and stuff, extra exposure, or a community that is actually focused on what they are, not a bigger like YouTube. Pulling wire through the existing pipe never worked for me. It is probably, if I did it, it'd be a good reason to rip it all up and do it again. Baron, good mate. I've been overseas but saw everything about the fires. Real shame. Hope you're safe there. Oh, I'm miles away from any flood, fire, or anything else. It'd have to be a pretty bad day for me to have a fire around me with all the other houses. I guess the next door neighbour's house could go up. Hi Pete, the beer's looking good. Not bad for 7 months growth, is it? I don't know when that's going to come off. Maybe I'll be doing this. I'll be growing out some sort of man beard. I'll be getting myself a hippie name and growing my hair long again. But it's just lazy. I can't be bothered shaving. I have given cords. It's a solar park. General questions: with so many people putting power back into the grid, why is cost of powering always increasing and never getting cheaper? Because people still want to make money. It's a reality that the grid cost a metric shit ton to install, and they should get a return on their investment. It's a bit like me uploading to YouTube. You know, someone watches my YouTube video 6 months down the track, I still get the ad revenue. So there's no different to a power line, I guess. I don't think it's greed. I think it's a business model that what human nature created. And you've got investors that you've got to keep happy, not just the company itself, in most cases. When you get above 16 amps here, you need 3 phases. Oh, that's on 240 volt. Okay. Here, that's the minimum. What's the minimum amp hour cell you use in your setup? Okay, back in Dave's Tech, back in the day, it was 2,000 milliamp hours. These days is about 2,300, 2,400. I don't try and go below. And I've got somebody that was very happy to take all the old cells. So I just, he just gives me like $1, I think $1 a kilo or something for all the 2300s and belows. I've been charging the EV batteries, testing with solar. That's not set up yet. I don't have to pay for it. So far I've harvested 11 kilowatt hours. That's pretty sweet. Not pronouncing name. Hey Pete, good morning and welcome. Mark, can you use some micro inverters instead of for the upgrade? I have 10 dual micro inverters for the house load. Battery and hybrid is for everything else excess. Mark, can you Facebook me a link to what you're using? I actually got given a micro inverter, and I plugged it in and it just smoked. So I'd love to go micro inverters, but again, I've got laws here where I can't export more than 5 kilowatts. So I need to have limiters and stuff like that. So I can't easily do that. And if I install them, they're 240 volt, which means I have to get a qualified electrician to install them, or a solar installer, and then I have to meet today's standards, not the grandfathering standards that I have everything installed with at the moment. So micro inverters would be cool and neat, but I don't quite think they're the answer. Go Movember, nah. It takes me 4 months to even see that I got regrowth. My inverter is 48 volt. I can use 14S on my battery. 14S can be more than 48 volts if cells are fully charged. Yeah, usually like 59.4 volts is max charging on an 18650 at 48 volts, well 14p. You go 15p and that would actually increase your cell lifespan. Great market, my inverter is 48 volt. Station, Nart's greed, 300% return on investment is what the power grid companies expect. I would expect that too, except I am lucky to get 10%. The problem is they expect it and they get it, and they know they can get it. $1 a kilo, you can make crystal meth out of lithium that makes more than $1 a kilo. Now I just got demonetized, thank you very much. Yo, what's up, Ray GRHD? Welcome, buddy. How's your Sparky doing? I haven't seen him for a very long time. He's changed industries. I don't have a Sparky anymore. $1 a kilo is amazing. Can you send me 100 kilos to Sweden? $2 per kilo. Yeah, probably not. I don't even send them down the friggin' road. I hate posting shit. It's going to the post office. It's standing in line. It's packing it. It's making sure you got the delivery address right. Fuck that. I just can't be bothered. I think we've covered that in depth many times. What have we got? How long have I got? Hour and 5 minutes. Come on, I need some comments or I'm going to cough and go and play with the family. What do you reckon? Hour or 2 hours? Or do I unbox that box? Who wants me to unbox that box? If I get 10 more likes, I'll unbox the box and I'll stay. And so I've got to get over 51 likes. Or if I get 49 likes, up to 49 likes, I'm going to go and play with the family. It's your choice. You can decide whether I stay or leave. I can't get Pete to mail stuff within the same country. I wouldn't put it in my next door neighbour's mailbox. Let alone post to somebody else. Well, then I did post Jehu some Vegemite, right? So that's got to be a good thing. 44, no, 44. Here we go. Do I stay or do I go? And this lag with Facebook is just friggin' stupid. 46. Come on, you good thing. 48. Come on, we're breaking records here. We've got to get to 51. Nah, 47. Somebody unliked it. That's not much fun. 49. We're getting there. The suspense is killing me. As soon as we get to 50, somebody hit unlike, so I don't have to do it. 48, there we go. Now, I get to go with a family. Somebody loves me. 47. What's going on? The system's broken. This is supposed to... I wonder if this actually gets me interaction by everyone liking and unliking. Go spend time with the family. Far more valuable. I just box, address label, weigh stuff, and then take it to the post office. There's so much effort. We got the 50 likes. The baby votes yes. Can I put that public, Mike? That's so cute. Hello, Sydney. Oh no, now I clicked off and I don't know where I am. No, there I am. I found you again. 48. It doesn't even post in the same suburb. I won't even pay for postage to get posted to me half the time. Can we double like if you have several accounts? Unbox that box. Go spend time with the family. Farm or wallet. It's just a box address. I was thinking about building a house UPS with 10 kilowatt hours of storage. I'll be using 190 amp hour Li-Fi 4 batteries. Total cost with inverter will be around 2,500 bucks. Thoughts? If you can do that for 2,500 pounds, I would absolutely be going after that, buddy. I think that would be great. And that is 51 likes. That's so cute. Sure. I'm allowed to share the photograph. I've just got to... How do I share that? How do I make that go full screen? I'm going to have to save it. Save it to the desktop. Desktop. Mike just sent me this. It's so cute. Desktop. And display settings. No. What have we got? View. Show desktop icons. Oh yeah, where's Sydney? There we go, that works. This is what someone just sent me of their kid watching me watch them. So grown up. Can you actually read that? Is that a TV, Mike? It must be a TV. I was looking for scale, then I used Bubba's head. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. That's awesome. And extremely cute. Right, so we got to 51. Wife and family will have to wait. Oh, we got to 53. Get after that. Might be adding Solar Lady. I did 50. What? I see 51. Your dog loves me. I don't know where my dog is. Just thumbs down. It's 52. We're going to do it. Sleep well. Check out the 190 hour brunch from AliExpress. Can you link if you want? Nice. Link away. Right, I'm going to unbox this box. Do I set up another camera and do another unboxing about an unboxing? All right, we need some sort of camera angle. There is a shipping label on that side. You probably saw that before, so it doesn't really matter. All right, unbox the box. Okay, so anybody that's new here, this is a box that the Australian delivery people sort of put a nice hole in for me and ripped it open. But it is a Volkwell softbox lighting kit. This is going to make me look sexy. Like Pete is going to look at least 20% better in all of his videos. At least. Oh yeah. I don't even know why I need to do this. This sticky tape was built by children in China a little bit. Rightio. Get after. Oh, at least it's in a nice bag. Well, that I don't know if that's a pattern on the bag or it's just ridiculously dirty. Is that a pattern on the bag or is that someone stood on it a few times over? It's got dust and shit all over it. Rightio. The back of the bag's okay. Look at the value of this footage. I mean, you don't get this anywhere else. So you probably get it lots of places on YouTube, but it's exceptionally good. All right, let's get that off camera. Let's open this up, see if it all falls on the floor. Probably shouldn't be doing it on here. There we go. We've got some light now. Rightio. What have we got? A couple of bags. We'll put you back up here. Do you want to go back up here? Put you up there. You can see my mess on the floor. So we got a couple of bags of something. Okay, so that's a whole heap of reflecty stuff. I dare say that's the tenty thing. There's something my family members would do. Have a look through the hole. Oh yeah. If I set this up live on camera, this is going to have to be. This will go down in history for the world's worst live unboxing. Did I actually get two? I think I bought two. For photography, some lights, which I'll probably end up replacing, I dare say. Adam, welcome. At least they're packed well. There is no white balance. There we go. Oh, Volkwell. That does not lead me to believe there is any quality about this entire kit. A light bulb that is branded by their own brand. That just says to me, I bought on eBay and I got what I paid for. I'm very cynical about stuff on eBay. Rightio, what else have we got? I really think I bought two. I didn't need two. That is a big ass light. Oh shit. That doesn't bode well. A fuse fell out. But that's a big light, big lamp, light, can't focus. It's going to be bloody daylight in here. We'll throw the fuse in there. So we've got one lamp, we've got a second lamp. Do I have to actually set this up on camera as well? Is that a thing? Do I have to like turn it all on and shit? Right, there's two of them. A whole heap of light bulbs. My chair's swinging. Got a whole heap of light bulbs. They're all going all over the floor. That's all right. Lighting for photography. What's the big one? This big sucker. Is there two big suckers? There's only one big sucker. What's the deal with that? Holy shitballs. Well, you look at that. That's a phallic symbol if I've ever seen one. I'm going to be able to tan in here, not just bloody light the shed. That's a little bit big. I don't know what that one's for. There's only one of them. It doesn't make sense. There's only one of them. 2, 4, 2, 4. Oh, I think they didn't send me enough big ones. I think the big one's got to go in the middle. They screwed it up. All right, what else we got? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to really check the eBay listing. And I will include the eBay listing in the comment section below once I finish this video. What did I just open? Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that solves that question. That must be the big lamp. Must be the single big lamp. I'm fairly sure I don't know what I ordered. It's becoming apparent. Oh yeah, another tripod. Hey Daniel, DIY Tech and Repairs. I got another tripod. They're light-ish, I guess. And not a horrible footprint. I thought they would have been much larger than that. This is going to fill my shed up. I was trying to get rid of stuff out of my shed and I'm just getting more. We got 55 likes. Come on, we need to keep the momentum happening. Oh, lights now. What's this? What the hell? That must be an extendy-poly thing. Ah, I think this is a boom arm. I bought a boom arm. So it sort of extends it out. Yeah, that's the boom arm. I definitely think I'm starting a tanning salon. My legs are going to look amazing, I promise you. What's this? What the hell is that? I'm going to end up having to read the instructions. Oh, yeah. I don't even know if this is something that I can leave set up all the time. Oh yeah, that's another tripod. Nothing in there. Use it as a dress later. There we go. So, what would you call that? An unboxing? I don't think that's even an unboxing. Three more tripods for the workshop because I need more tripods. This one's broken. Oh, no, there we go. Rightio, who thinks that this is going to make Pete step up his game? Or just make Pete really pissed off because now he's got all this extra junk in his shed? For sale, A couple of lighting kits. Well, that was worth it. What do we got? Where's my mouse? Can't even find where my mouse is. So in summary, I just got like a whole heap of packing material that will probably just get thrown in the bin and completely wasted. We've got a couple of lights. Do we turn one of the lights on to see how bright it is? Do we see if this removes the coating from our face, or the skin from our face? I think this light's going to be bright. Hopefully it doesn't draw too many watts, because this this cable feels very, very cheap. I know they're supposed to be energy efficient light bulbs, but let's see how energy efficient they are. Oh yeah. Where's the big bulb? Where's that big sucker? I should do more live feeds like this, where I'm just walking around doing my thing, and every now and again I pay attention to what the screen is saying and doing. And these guys can have your own little conversation, and I can join in every now and again. Oh yeah. This is going to destroy all hope of trying to look elegant on a live feed. Okay, so this is pretty clever in the way it uses the light bulb to screw in. Rightio. White balance is not that bad. Do I look better? Does that make me look more attractive? Is this going to be the thumbnail? Wait a minute, we've got to do the thumbnail. We've got to do the thumbnail shot. Can't even see the damn box. Wait, we need something for thumbnail picture. This is going to be too reflective. No, I look ridiculous. How about that way? Alright, there's the thumbnail. You can all laugh about that later. Oh Jesus, I lost like 10 people. That's not good. That's really bright. That is ridiculously bright. Well, being close to it's ridiculously bright, but I actually think it's a nice light, except for the heat that's coming off of it. The heat that's actually coming off that is a lot. It's quite a lot. Focus. Rightio. Was that worth your likes? Do you think it was worth the effort for you to reach down and touch your mouse? Let me know in the comment section below. Turn it on, turn it on. I want to turn this one on. I want to turn the big sucker on. Well, that was the big sucker, but I don't know what the difference with this one will be. The big sucker is still on. I don't even understand how these lights work. The way I believe they work is they remove shadows. So the less shadows, like the more light there is, the less shadows and the better the shot, is how I believe that happens. Would you believe my wife doesn't know I bought this, but she's going to know when she walks in. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. That's healthy. It was turned on at the time. Oh yeah. One. Okay. That doesn't have a turn on or off. Maybe that's where the fuse went. That one's not working. This is the one the fuse fell out of. Surely I have a wide enough angle to see my head and that at the same time. Jeez. Only 2 are working. 1 is working. I wonder what that is caused by. Let's unplug that from the wall. Okay, there's switches on the back. Oh, that's cool. So you can turn them all on or turn them all off. Hey, that's actually not even a bad idea. Hey. Oh yeah, 1 more to go. I won't be putting the big frames up now. I'll have to work out how to do that off camera so I don't break it. But I definitely didn't realise I ordered this much stuff. I'm going to be able to rent out my space soon. Rightio. That just makes me look all warm and fuzzy. Alright, we'll put that there and hopefully it doesn't sort of rock down and touch anything and electrocute everybody. Do I look good in this shirt? Or does my man boobs and my beard take away from it? Rightio. They always say you need more light when you're doing live feeds, Pete. Well, you got friggin' lights, guys. Alright, smash the like button if you like these lights. Smash the hate button if you hate these lights. And I really got to go and spend some time with the family. But thanks for chilling out with me for an extra half an hour. We got 56. We lost one. We lost one. Lights are boring. Yes, but boring is what I do when you guys don't see all the behind the scenes stuff. What did you say to whether or not you wanted to watch me do this sort of shit and just leave it live stream when I'm filming or something? Yes, thinking backyard light, washed out. I don't look washed out. I look invigorated. I got no more likes. I don't even know where I'm up to. Always construction square spaces. I was thinking about buying one, only turning it on the inverter when I need it. I think I've done that one. 3-phase. No, it's agreed. 300 return investment is power respect. I see 51. Oh, there we go. Just thumb down. It's 52. Sleep well. Hey Pete, watching on the iPad but doesn't do live chat. Pete was watching on iPad but doesn't do live chat. The smooth cut. Hey Pete, how many kilowatts in total do you have in 8650 cells? Probably 60, 70, 80, 100. Not all in use. I don't really know. Can't link them more than 20 years younger. At least 20 years younger, J-Rock. You're absolutely correct there. Thank you very much for helping out with that maths. There's a DIY facelift kit in there. Aftershave, top notch. Box Therapy has 15 million subs on Box Therapy. Oh, that's a good. Good morning, Pete. Frill neck lizard. Can't wait to remember. See, ordered. I've ordered some weird shit lately. We're witnessing a metamorphosis. I'm coming out of the light. Private label, that's what the same items are on Amazon, identical with 100 times different brand names. Spare fuses, perhaps, possibly, you'd hope so, but why the hell do you need a spare fuse? Doesn't leave me much hope for the product. One side left side and one for right side spare fuses. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Oh boy, did that work. Blinded by the light. I'm trying to catch up here. It's up to you to not let me catch up. Maybe the big one is an alternative to many small lights. Most like symbols don't. Killing cues, but go with it. Pete going pro. Going pro was when I get a microphone, extends the phallic symbol, boom. Real men don't read instructions. Absolutely. When all else fails, read the instructions. No. Then you ask the internet. Then you ask Google, and then someone else tells you to use the internet to find the instructions. Greetings from the Netherlands. Core, welcome. Big eye patches for your tanning salon. Time that it's been healing bench. The suntan lotion. Use best trooping hazard. Paper bags could have made you 20% sexier. Just 20%. It depends on whether the paper bags were made from recycled material or not. Now pack it back in the box. Fuck you. Fire up the compressor. If the tripods are tall enough, you can create new hammocks. Excellent. That's a bloody good idea. Wonder why the bulbs aren't LEDs. Probably because I was a cheap ass and went, buy it now on the $150 option. Copton baby, I reckon the long bar is attached to the ceiling. You can mount a camera poles for just... that is actually a really good idea. I probably could do that. I wonder if it would be better if I just permanently hung the lights off the roof rather than having tripods. I might hit my head, but at least I won't trip over and fall. That's got to be a 100-watt equipment bulb. Probably. No, you're still Pete. You look better than Hot Asian Chick now. Oh, showing your maturity within the channel there, Malzum. Laugh now, but wait. Why wait? It doesn't brighten up your life. How much power does it use? Probably altogether too much. Okay, Pete was handsome. When aliens see this in space, they'll shake their heads and turn around and go back the other way, I reckon. Legend out. Okay, outcry. CJ Rock feels that light too. Wifey is coming. Put it all back in the box. What a guy wouldn't do it for the chicks. String the lights over a massage table. She'll get on board. You reckon? Is there a selector switch? Tanning bed. Is this Chinesium? It is quality Chinesium. Maybe the big bowl goes in the middle. That's what I first thought. Here we go. Thinking backyard light washed out. Light button. Maybe try later with the shed lights off. Have a good Sunday, Pete. Pete, you don't even look washed up either. Pete playing with some porn. Planning some porn. That's why I have this. It just makes me look dreamy eyes. I probably shouldn't try and do sexy. That's the next video. Need more power now. Time to start the new pack. Boom, chick. Wow. And I see what you did there, and I read it out. Great. He's reading all the really old messages. DIY solar Christmas decorations. They are. Thank you very much. I caught up. We got 58 likes, 58 people in the room still. So if you are still in the room and you haven't smashed that like button, hit the like button. And I will turn some fucking lights off because it's too bright. See you on the next one. Oh, Jesus. No, that's just... My face hurts. Does my tan look good on me? God, now I can't even focus on the friggin' screen. I've got all these little black dots floating around my vision. How much... Hey, see how much power you get off the solar panels? Do that later. Welcome to the present, Pete. Now you've got to get a professional makeup kit. Do you think it'll help? Come on, do you think? Where are these lecture lights when you were in the Tesla? Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. It's been great fun. I'm going to get the hell out of here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.